So, Jamie, we hear you're a hemp chocolatier.
We're live. Happy birthday in heaven to the haters.
I don't even know what to point my knife at. There's so many cameras in here.
Yeah, just don't even sweat it. Oh, is there a red light there? Yeah. All right. Welcome to the brand new Dad Meat experience.
Oh, buddy, this must be what it feels like to feel sex trafficked. Cameras everywhere.
Like
I don't know anybody in here.
When they pull you out of the shipping container, finally.
Oh, man.
You get that first breath of fresh air. You're no longer smelling, Mexican child farts.
Extreme home sex traffic.
Thank you. You jump into the arms.
Container.
You jump into the arms of like a DEA agent. He throws the foil blanket around you and he goes, "Congratulations, you have a podcast."
You ever fuck under a foil blanket?
I can't say no. Have you?
I got my dick sucked at a marathon. No, I haven't. No. Speaking of which, my wife Jamie is here with us.
Yeah. I didn't think you guys went to the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, that crock pot wasn't the only thing that popped that day, Tim. How is everybody, man?
Jamie, thank you for being here with us for
you're
this momentous occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we're doing tonight is we're going through some of my own Percs posts, and man, I could sit here and rave about my Perc journey, but
save it for the book.
Yeah, I did, baby.
OnPercs.com. Go pre-order now. Become part of the legion of pre-orders for On Percs, which is going to be the literary event of the fall.
I can't thank you enough for all the hyping up of it you did, and thank you to everybody that bought it so far. It really means a lot to me. As a result, I'm taking my wife to the Eagles game on Sunday.
Whoa, Eagles tickets, man! Shut the fuck up! Why you gonna be a fucking bitch all the time?
All right, so I'm taking my side bitch to the Eagles game on Sunday.
Just kidding.
No, that's terrific. I mean, so the sales are going well.
Incredible, man. Everybody's just been overwhelming with their support.
Yeah, it's crazy because I think you could have got away with enough like sympathetic support to do okay on it, but I think people know that this is going to be fucking awesome.
I appreciate that. Feels good.
Yeah, you should be fired. I'm fired up about it. I'm fired up for the audiobook version.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's what's really.
Have you
hard.
told people the plan for the audiobook?
I have. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna do it here.
I mean, could you tell?
Oh
people?
Yeah.
Please.
Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do is for the On Percs audiobook, what we're gonna do is gonna have all my boys. We're gonna have Timm. We're gonna have McCusker. We're gonna have Shaner, Six, fucking Lemaire. All the boys that you see on Dad Meat and everywhere else in Chat Nation. Come here, record parts of the book that I've written, and then they're also gonna add their own commentary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be like this stream, except in an audiobook version.
I can't wait, man.
And wow. Jamie, thank you for letting us spend 2 years talking about cum in your.
Yeah.
What room would that be in your house typically if it wasn't the cum den?
Dude, that was my perk lair for 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we improved the property.
Records, yeah. Playing back there for many years.
I was jamming. Did you like it when I was back there?
Yeah, it was fun.
Did you think he was having a fun time, or were you just like, he's out of my hair?
No, because like we all just like hung back there. The kids, like, because there was nothing in there except for a chair or something. I don't know.
It was my desk and a desk chair and my
and
record
then like
player.
the kids would just like dance around in circles like to the music.
It was
and
very
like,
sweet.
Yeah.
Nice time. I might go back on pills.
Nope. We're good.
So you could write the sequel.
Oh yeah, I have so much that when I was going through picking out content for On Percs, I probably have enough for 3 books.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. All I did was Facebook and listen to vinyl.
Yeah.
Lord of the Pinky Rings.
Yeah, so I picked out a bunch for tonight, and I'm interested to get Jamie's perspective because a lot of it is from our ill-fated journey to Disney when everything first fucking hit the shit the fan.
Yeah, everybody shit the fan in Disney.
Everybody shit my pants in Disney.
People they've been begging for Jamie's perspective on a lot of this for a long time, so I'm sure.
Oh no,
I'm sure everybody's pumped on this. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to hearing.
And we can't see the live chat, but Danny's going to keep us abreast of any burning questions and general rabble rousery. Is everybody good? Is anybody complaining about anything?
Nah, everyone's pretty pumped.
Is this a perfect first stream?
Let's not jinx it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into it, the reason, first of all, Mike, you look great. You look like
you too, buddy.
You look fresh as a daisy. I just came from a jiu-jitsu seminar, and I also forgot that I was doing the tech setup for the studio. So I've been sleeplessly engineering Danny's vision. Danny designed the tech setup and I engineered it, and I forgot I was going to do that. So I'm a little bit tired. I just want to apologize for my appearance. And it's also in, what's this? We're broadcasting in 12K, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not a great look
Human
for me.
eye can't even handle what they're saying right now.
Yeah, this is too, I probably look like a horrifying up close, like Stimpy shot.
And I'm just having a severe panic attack right now.
Well,
great.
you could take a break. McCusker showed us you could take a time out. You could take a knee and go like, hold on, guys, I need a minute.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm sure there will be perverts in the chat soon enough to
You want me to
comment
take my
on
shoes
your
off?
wonderful mommy milkers and your lovely
Yeah.
There we
feet.
go.
Yeah, go for it.
If you can't think of anything to say, just spread your toes apart and cross your eyes.
Yeah, there we go.
You'll make Mike's book sales look like dog shit. Oh man! All right, I could talk about this place all night, but let's
rip, baby.
dude. I look forward to these screenshots of your Facebook posts from 2012 more than anything.
baby.
Yeah.
So I got a glance at these, and
Yeah.
I love how you chronicled everything.
Oh, baby.
The whole event.
Have you designed this as a journey, or was it just a grab bag of screenshots?
No, you know what? It was more so a grab bag, but
Because Danny's seeing a pattern.
It just happened to be more so about Disney than anything else.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
you ready?
Yeah, let's rip, baby. All right, I wish the best of luck to everyone in the helium competition tonight. I have a bunch of friends competing, but I'm pulling for Timm Butterly. Follow him on Facebook and Twitter. Stud Central.
Aw.
Oh, man.
Man, you know what's really funny about this is that when you share random screenshots of these, my name is always Timm Butterly, and like 3 others liked this, and I've been
Yeah.
called an enabler.
Yeah.
Now, buddy, this was the day after I got out of surgery.
After Disney,
No, before Disney. Like
before Disney. Okay, because I know you went to a Disney hospital, but before that, you'd had surgery, and that was the reason you were in a Jazzy Runabout at.
yes.
Okay.
So the 23rd of June, I think, was my surgery date, and the 26th we were leaving for Disney.
And the doctor told us, like, he'll be fine. He'll be on painkillers. Like, he can go.
That's been my motto since fucking 2012 too.
And I was like, "Are you sure we are leaving in a couple days?" He's like, "Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be up and walking by tomorrow.
Whoa.
Couple days, like."
I remember he said, "Just don't go on any rides." Meanwhile,
Yeah.
a plane is just a big fucking ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make sure he has his Game Boy, and he'll be fine.
His tablet.
So you had the reassurance of a doctor, and at this point, that's gospel to you.
I did, and
We
the
spent a
day
lot of
prior,
money, so
I was a real bad boy because I left the hospital right after I had surgery because I was pissed at the fucking nurse.
Nice.
I was in bad boy mode all fucking day. I was late going into surgery. I got the surgery. I woke up. My parents were there, and
They were playing Kid Rock while you were under the anesthesia. You woke up and instantly just like, fuck off of me, dude. You can't hold me.
yeah, they were saying the rosary over my body with the body. But dude, I got out of surgery, and all I wanted was a fucking sandwich. And I know they got sandwiches up there. So as soon as I got to my room, I asked the nurse, I was like, "Can you please just get me a fucking sandwich?"
Did you have to fast before the surgery?
I did.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. They that should be waiting for you on that tray.
And
Bro,
was your surgery was pushed back too?
it was pushed back like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dude, at this
Yeah.
point, my stomach was like a rapist. So I get to my room. I'm just
You had a Puerto Rican stomach.
I was begging for a sandwich. The lady's like, "I don't think we have any." And it's like, "Can you fucking find crackers or something?"
Yeah.
She couldn't find me anything. So I was like, "Fuck this, we're leaving." And my dad brought the car around. And I just remember laying in the backseat of the car, just thinking like how angry I was that I couldn't fucking eat and I had to leave the hospital. And I distinctly remember the gentleman on the radio saying that Jerry Sandusky was found guilty. So I was like, yes, we got one victory today. Then I got home and Jamie was kind enough to have a pizza waiting for me. So I ate an entire pizza right before I fell asleep.
Yeah.
The next day, the first thing I did was get up and tweet about you, though.
Oh, wait. Oh, that doesn't show the time of day. This was probably 6 a.m.
Oh, baby. Yeah, this was, I had a full belly of painkillers at this point.
This might have been a year that I ate shit. I went into it and I thought stand-up comedy is gay, and I just kind of made fun of the crowd, and it was wildly unpopular. And I said, good. But I'd driven home from, I was down in Wildwood with my family,
Oh, nice.
and I had to drive home for one night to do Helium's. And I didn't even want to do this fucking, it's a stand-up comedy contest. So I had no interest in doing it, but they were making it clear that you couldn't work at the club if you didn't do it.
Yeah, very
So
good.
that was the last year I did it. I drove home. I fucking hated the show. And it's like a stand-up comedy contest is basically an open mic, but everyone brings 15 of like their closest family and friends to watch them just eat shit on stage. And so I hated the show. I had a terrible time. And then I went around the corner to the Bards and I ate 2 entrees. And that part I really liked. So
you were eating one for me because I couldn't eat.
Yeah. So it wasn't. I had a shepherd's pie and fish and chips.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had a really great night.
What's in shepherd's pie? Like, cause I hear all
ground beef
different
and mashed
things.
potatoes. It's basically like retarded lasagna. It's like
Okay.
a layer of ground beef and mashed potatoes, and there's like peas and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What else they got?
Alright.
Is there cheese on top, and then they crust it down? Danny, could you
No
Google what's in shepherd's pie? Anyway, you eat it and you feel fat and warm, like you're living in a stone cottage with a warm fireplace. And that's what you do after you fucking decide that comedy's not for you in 2012.
All right, baby, let's hit the next one. They start getting juicy here. No, this was a year after. They're gonna skip around a little bit, but I said, I can't wait to go back to Disney. I friggin' love that place because I had such a shit Disney time in 2012. It's all I thought about for the next 3 fucking years was getting back there.
Doing a good one.
It was, yeah, and I would go back. I was of relatively sound body, but whacked on painkillers.
Did you go back every year, or was it?
Yeah,
It took you through. So you went back every year.
brother, we went back probably a year later. Yeah, so this was May
What
of
do you-
2013. So we went back this summer.
What do you think of families that they get their Disney bracelets in the mail and they instantly make a Facebook post about it? They take a picture of the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
What do you
the
think
magic
of those
bands.
people? Yeah, the magic bands. What do you guys think of those people?
Pretty cool people. I don't know what Jamie thinks, but
What do you think of those people? Don't you want to go like, shut the fuck up?
No, I like Disney.
I'm saying I like Disney as well. I'm saying the people that you see posting, they instantly got to post the bands online.
It makes me jealous.
yeah, I want to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
What we actually talked about the next time that we go, we've actually gone to Disney by ourselves without children.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the preferable way to do it.
It is a lot of fun, but at the same time though, I felt probably how a parent who's lost a child feels.
I remember I kicked a lady in the face on the Tower of Terror because I was like the aisle. I was like the seat, the back row, and like when they drop you, my feet just went like that, and I kicked the
Talking
lady
about
right in the
pro
face.
Israel. I remember that lady.
Yeah, I think obviously you'd have way more fun without kids. But I also imagine if I was a kid and my parents went to Disney without me, I would kill them when they got home.
I don't know if we told them.
Were they in school?
No.
We're going to rehab, kids. We'll see you in a week. Yeah, why are mom and dad flying to Orlando?
Yeah, I don't know what we told them, but this was I
Well,
forget.
we did other things too. We went to the Dolly Museum.
Oh, yeah, we went to
Yeah,
Tampa.
we went to like
Okay,
a bunch
yeah.
of places, and that was like we stayed in Tampa, and like drove around.
It does sound
Florida.
like we went for a swingers retreat, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
We did go to Disney
Yeah.
and Tampa.
and Tampa.
Yeah, we went to
and-
Hedonism Tampa Bay.
and Clearwater, and yeah, so we kind of drove all around.
You threw in a Disney trip. That's what I'd say sell to the kids. Like, we're going to the Dolly Museum for a week. You guys probably won't be into it.
But by the time we made that trip to Florida with just Jamie and I was off Percs.
Yeah.
And I was actually very nervous about that because that was going to be my first vacation in years where I didn't have painkillers, where I just had to rely upon having actual fun. Dude, I remember, the next year that we went to Disney after the disastrous trip, I remember we flew out of Trenton. So we stayed at a Trenton hotel the night before. And I just got my prescription that day. I had just dropped off a bunch of pills for a guy who was buying them.
You could pick it up at the toll booth.
And boy, I was flying high. And I remember I took a picture on the toilet that day because I was so happy
Yeah,
because I just
I
got my
remember
pills
that.
and I was heading to Disney from Trenton.
Just got my magic pills.
They're Mickey Mouse ears and like
Yeah, did you ever put your pills in 3 circles like a Mickey Mouse head pancake?
Yeah, Tinkerpill drops them off to me.
Wow. Yeah, that's...
But it was disastrous, not only just because your back blew out, like it was just
Yeah, you blew it out.
I
I didn't have enough money to get there, so I had to resort to some things that I wasn't really proud of.
but like just everything happened. Like they had the storms up here, so we had to like stay a day later. All my kids got the stomach virus that night, like in the
yeah.
hotel they set us up in.
Well, Mikey threw up in the lady in front of her hair
all
on
over
the
her
plane.
hair. Yeah.
And then Olivia threw up. all
No,
over
she was in the hotel. Livy and Bella started throwing up in the hotel, before we were leaving because we got set up in a hotel.
Trenton.
No, in Disney, down in
Going-
Disney.
Oh,
coming
Yeah,
home, sorry.
coming home. So you guys had storms up here, so our flight got canceled. So they set us up in a hotel, but they gave us like food stamps or whatever. So we went to the restaurant.
I think they call them
And-
vouchers.
I think it was air stamps.
True. Yeah. And
Yeah, we qualify for Section Air.
And so then, like, we ate at a restaurant, and I think it was probably food poisoning because Bella and Livy started throwing up in the hotel, and then Mikey threw up all in some lady's hair ahead. And you missed the flight because they lost our luggage. And then you're like, just go. Like, I'll wait.
Yeah.
And then you never, because you were in the wheelchair.
I was in a wheelchair.
You
It's
never
by
made
myself
it.
in the airport.
in the airport.
Oh, dude, they were able to get
Nobody
on,
would help him. He's like,
and
"Can you
I got
help
on.
me?"
Dude, I got passed over by probably 4 Miss Gladyses that refused to help me because I wasn't flying on their airline.
And they had like their name, like the airline names, like on the wheelchairs, and they're like, and he was laying on the floor, and and they were like, no, you're not Frontier or whatever. Like,
That wasn't Frontier material, which is even more fucked up than you could imagine.
yeah,
But dude, I was sitting there, and also I had no money in my bank account at this point. All I had was a jar full of pills,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting in a wheelchair. And we had already checked our stuff in, and to check our bag in, I think was $50, which was the last $50 I had. So even though we had vouchers, we were able to eat. I didn't have any more cash, so I thought I was going to have to check my bag again, and I just didn't have it. So I was like, "Look, we have to get rid of clothes." We thought we were going to have to throw out our stuff because we weren't going to be able to get our bag on.
Yeah.
But Jamie left me in Orlando by myself in a wheelchair.
with 2 kids throwing up on the plane, and
Damn.
yeah, and Mike was screaming that the whole flight. He screamed. He was one of those kids on the plane and screamed the whole flight.
How old was he?
36.
3.
Yeah, 3.
3. Yeah, he was 3.
No.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine him screaming now.
Yeah, I know. He's the coolest kid.
Yeah.
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 Wow, man. Disney really is magical.
It is.
I just remember like the whole thing. Well, the first day was like just a mess, and then Mike was like, "Just go, take them to Epcot, just go, and like leave me here in the room." So I'm like crying in Disney, like I'm like on the phone with him. I'm like, "This is like the worst trip ever."
Why did
and
you
then
make me take them to Epcot?
and I'm standing there like crying, and Stitch comes over in his costume, and he's like.
Trying to get on some titties.
Like with his arms out, and like I have pictures of him and Mikey like just like embracing each other.
I was
Thanks,
happy
Stitch.
that you guys were able to go,
Yeah.
but that when you sent me that picture, that really made me cry.
I was crying.
And Jamie, I don't know if you remember this, but when you got back that day, do you remember putting my dick into the ice bucket?
Yes, to piss.
Yeah. I was like, I can't do anything, and I'm crying as she's put my dick in the ice bucket.
And then we get a call from your friend Chris, and he's like, "I left a scooter outside for you guys."
Yeah.
And that was the sweetest thing. He left a mobile scooter so he could enjoy the rest of
That
our
was
Disney.
very sweet.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. I left an ice bucket in your hallway. Oh, wow, Mike.
Yeah.
But with that said, I do love Disney.
How many of these screenshots are in your book?
All right, in this version of On Perks, there's going to be 400, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you group any of them together? Did you write something for each individual one?
For each individual one.
Whoa. This is going to be Perk Dune.
This is Vicodune.
Wow, dude.
Can you pull that next one up, baby? All right. Oh, yeah, they were hitting this day. This was right before we went.
This is the next day from the vote for Tim Butterly and
Yep.
Philly's Funniest.
I've been really fortunate the past few days with so many varying acts of kindness sent in my direction from friends. It means the world to me. I once went through a long phase in life where I felt like I didn't have a single friend. So times like these are nothing short of overwhelming. Thanks again to everyone for their thoughts and actions that have benefited me in the past week. Just know that I'm willing to reciprocate for each of you as well.
That's very sweet.
Wait, what did I comment?
This is
This is what
happened.
this
So
is
it was good
this is
people.
what happens
Jeez.
when you surround yourself
Yeah,
with
good
good
people.
people.
what happened? Mike has to surround himself with some good people.
I might have dipped into them first.
Oh man, a
I
Perk
did. I did
couple
by
is-
accident, like one, because they make me sick, and I did take one of them, and I had to go pick up the kids from school once on Perks. I was so sick.
I have a confession to make. Are you ready for? I've never told you this.
All right, what?
All right. Do you remember when you had your wisdom teeth out and you accused me of stealing your perks?
Yeah, I knew it was you.
I didn't.
No?
And you found them. You found them in the closet the next day after you accused me of stealing them.
Yeah, but when you get caught, you like put them somewhere and you go like, I found them, but you didn't even look in the fucking closet.
It was. And dude, here's the thing. Like, I had not taken perks for a while. I told her I wasn't taking anymore. You accused me of that day of stealing your painkillers. I didn't. I did buy some though, so I was on perks.
replaced them and like,
Yeah. So I was fucked up.
they were dupes.
You're such a fucking bitch. Why can't you ever trust me? I mean, you know what? I might as well do perks if you're going to accuse me of it. All right, so I knew you were going to accuse me, and I did them earlier. So I win. Wow, man. What's that comment mean, Mike? I've been your friend since Encino, man. Did you go on a
that's
date?
my friend Tommy. No, we had we were boys when we were kids, and we had gone to the McDade Mall. That was our first like friend date. We went to the McDade Mall to go see Encino Man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
Well, I mean, this is I think this is very emblematic, I think, of the guy you are.
Oh, thank you.
You're in the pits.
You had a lot of like, is that if anyone needs like help, like.
Meanwhile, I'm in the
call
bed.
me. Yeah. Yeah.
You're charging it up.
And I think you've offered to like move couches too. While like.
I'd move heaven and earth for everybody.
Yeah, you were telling people you had a truck to help them move.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't
did
have a
not.
truck.
Yeah, we do not.
Yeah, there was an Eagles Lions game in like 2013 where it was just a blizzard outside, and our friend Johnny Goodtimes, his wife was going into labor, and he had tweeted about it, and I hit him back. I was like, "Yo, just so you know, if you and Colby can't get to the hospital, I have access to a truck." I did not. I don't even think I had a car.
What's the opposite of a prank? That's what you were doing. You were a benevolent prankster.
Oh,
Well, no, it's actually worse. If someone thinks they're receiving a favor, and then you go, "Listen, I'm sorry, man. I'm actually addicted to drugs, and I don't have anything to do except post shit on the internet. My bad." I think that's probably pretty crushing. Okay.
I think what really hurts me is that this is the most likes, I think, on any post.
9.
oh yeah.
No, go back one. It was Tim Butterly and 12 others, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I think people are actually, they were genuine fans of this kind of shit. This constant, like, I'm thankful for everything. Let me know if I can do anything for you guys. People will be like, I don't need anything, but I'm glad that you're putting this kind of energy out there, brother. And meanwhile, you were passed out on fucking Xanax.
Just blasting Pink Floyd in my room.
Yeah.
I can't say it enough. I have the utmost respect for anyone who's a responsible single parent.
What do you think brought this on?
I don't
And
know.
why did it get a share? That's probably me, actually.
Well, dude, I went down the list of, and you'll see it in On Perks. There's a bunch of it where it's like going down the hierarchy of first responders, and then eventually we get to like the second responders, where you get in the leagues of like fucking single parents, fucking crossing guards, fucking Walmart greeters. I had a deep appreciation for everybody, and this was like tier 2.
People who return shopping carts.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, the fucking worst responders.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, but put a button on worst responders, please. Could you? Is it possible you saw a single parent doing something responsible?
Yeah, my wife, my wife in the next room,
Oh, yeah.
taking care of
Yeah,
all the
the-
kids.
yeah, the-
Jamie does the bulk of the work the majority of the time, and even then, I still feel wiped out.
That's called
Dude, I was
withdrawal.
drowsy all the time from all that watch child care.
Man.
13 likes.
13
That,
likes.
that
This is a
seems
big
like
one.
Your
This
sweet
one hit.
spot. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
your
Hit
sweet spot,
numbers.
And the share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you wait? Now, if you hit 12, 13 likes on a status back then, were you like, okay,
Oh, no doubt.
this shit's popping?
Yeah. Dude, I went through a phase where I just, all right. So
I basically went viral.
it was that. Like, I went through a phase where I remember having like 1,200 Twitter followers. And I was like, there's got to be a game to this where I can get more. I know I'm funnier than this. So I went through everybody that followed Bill Burr, and I followed them. And then after I followed like 300 people in one day, I tweeted out, hey, just tweeted a bunch of just followed a bunch of cool people. So far, pretty good. I don't think anybody followed me back, though.
To all my new followers, I just want to say, well, I hate seeing that fucking shit. Yeah. Wow. I got 12 retweets on that one, on that thing saying that Barack Obama was actually a pretty good president. To all my new followers, welcome, dude. You know, I'm not always serious on here. Sometimes I joke around. Don't be off put by it. Anyway, my parents are both dead.
Mike, someone asked if lifeguards count in those first responders.
They do, yeah.
Are they worst responders or first responders?
I'll put them in with first, even though I don't think firefighters would be happy about that.
Yeah, no, I think if I was a firefighter and I knew I was in the mix with beach lifeguards, I'd be pretty pumped. But public pool lifeguards, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, dude. I know we both work for the city, but you can suck my dick. That's how I feel about that, guys. Sorry I had to get that out there.
All right, if you had to go like hierarchy of lifeguards, how would you rank them? So you got beach lifeguards, wave pool lifeguards.
Beach at the top with like a tan that makes you stop in your tracks. Like, damn, dude, that kid's had a fun summer.
Mm-hmm.
Next under them, water slide lifeguards.
What
I
about
put them
wave
at the
pool?
bottom.
Wave
You put them at the bottom?
Yeah.
No way, man. That's the ultimate hustle. You can't respect that?
I get that it's the hustle, but as far as people that I respect.
But okay, if you have trouble on a water slide, don't you want the best in the business taking care of you?
Tim, what kind of trouble do you think you could have on a water slide?
You could get stuck. You could overturn in the tube. You could not come out the other side, and they have to investigate.
Oh, wait. Now that you bring this up, I actually had a lifeguard save my son in Ocean City one time. It was like, in Ocean City, there's one where it's just like,
Drops off.
yeah. And it's just this.
Mm-hmm.
And I went first, he went second, and I got shot off, and I collected my inner tube, and I was just doggy paddling to the steps. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see a lifeguard dive in, and I was like, oh, man, that's Mike. I didn't think he was in danger, but I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, then I guess we can make the distinction between bottom of the water slide lifeguards and top of the water slide lifeguards.
Yeah.
I was trying to give it up for top of the water slide lifeguard.
Mm-hmm.
They got to go up all the steps every time that well, because I think to rescue people, they have to slide down the slide.
Do you think baby pool lifeguard is a punishment?
Yeah, that's like getting sent to like Burlington County in New Jersey State Troopers or something like that. You know what I mean?
I think you become a baby pool lifeguard by letting a baby die earlier in the summer somehow.
Yeah, it's purgatory for lifeguards.
That's purgatory.
Shut the fuck up.
What else we got, Dan?
Let's go.
If anybody needs a hand with anything, let me know.
Yeah, that's the classic, dude. That should be on your flat brim.
One share.
Are you selling? Wait, you're doing a on Percs flat brim, right? You should have that. Should be the back. Is if anybody needs a hand with anything, let me know. Exactly that.
Oh, I like that.
You could get it in Old English script too, so it looks like a fucking belly tat.
Or like,
No,
or
where
those tattoo ones. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
People would occasionally take me up on this.
What was the worst one?
It was almost exclusively.
Actually, start with the best one, and then the
right,
the
well,
worst
right
one.
there, Jeffrey. I got a job that could use a hand.
Oh, he's just being a little devil there.
Damn it.
Okay.
God damn it, Jeff! You fucking dickhead.
The guy that bought me or rented me the Jazzy Runabout in Disney, I helped him move.
Okay.
The worst, which was that was the only legit one that I can remember. Every other request for help was sharing a fucking improv event. Which after a while, I stopped posting this because people asked me to share so many improv events.
Ooh, yeah, that's tough.
Nobody wants that.
That's the worst thing about getting addicted to drugs is you have to like somehow let your friends know that you think improv is cool.
It sobers you up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That's what cured your work habit.
Yikes, man. Yeah, so thanks for the Philadelphia improv community for getting Mike so.
Oh, this was a rare joke that I would write. All right, so most people with Carpe Diem neck tats have more possessions seized than days.
Ooh, that's
Pretty
great,
good, isn't it?
That's a good one.
You got 17 likes.
Yeah, and that was the rare joke. Like when I was going through all of these, I think I might have found like 20 jokes. Whereas like now, anything I post on social media is just, if it doesn't have anything to do with cum, farts, or Chris Benoit, I don't want anything to do with it. So this was significant. I don't know what happened this day, but I was feeling
You were waiting in
cheeky.
line with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow, good for you, man. You should bring that one back. You should use that on stage.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. Do you think about getting any tattoos while you're on pills?
I don't remember on pills. I want them now, but
Yeah, me too.
You always wanted a Jesus dunking on what?
The devil.
The devil
Yeah.
tattoo. I don't know.
And
if
then there were
that's,
times where I wish I had the devil
without
dunking on
addiction.
Jesus.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
You should do one like shoulder, like ones.
Ooh, if you got shoulder tats
Mm-hmm.
of the devil crossing up Jesus, and then maybe a step over shot. If you
I was gonna
Like
say
AI.
step over.
Yeah.
Step over.
Like AI.
yeah. There you go. Someone draw up that flash for us, please, and send that to us for free. We are risking destitution.
We should get someone in here to give it to you.
That's
would
what
do
I'm
that,
talking
yeah.
about. Well, Danny's tattooing me. We can start getting guest tattoo
okay,
artists
yeah.
come in here.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. If you live, what? Tom's like 2 blocks away.
Okay.
We can make this
yeah.
happen at
Okay.
any time.
Yeah.
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 All right. That'll be fun streams. Just getting the worst tattoos
In
ever.
the chat, yeah. People just post shit in the chat and like you have to get it.
Yeah, the chat votes what we get tattooed.
That is actually the one Patreon stream I really want to get popping. We already have plans for Danny to tattoo something on me. Probably a skull. He said some kind of combination of a skull, a knife, and a rose. Those are your three. Those are your 3 majors. We can
Those are
make
the
one.
basics.
We can get one flash for that and get something on me. But then after that, dude, let's get guest artists in here to really put nasty shit on us.
All right, I'm down. I'll make it happen.
Yes.
All right, what's next, baby? What the hell happened to Portia de Rossi?
No likes, 1 share. I'm seriously asking.
What she got like rapidly aged, right?
Yeah.
So Ellen DeGeneres' pussy is afflicted with gangrene, and it has that effect.
And it
on
got
ladies'
under
mouths.
Portia's eyelids somehow.
But yeah, this really threw me for a loop because up until this point, it was helping people move, a little bit of joking.
I gotta take these fucking dykes down. I'm tired of this shit. Damn. What if she saw that? Did you ever think about that? What if this celebrity saw my mean Facebook post?
No. That honestly, no, I can't say that because I tweet some mean shit now. But
No, you don't. What?
every now and again, I got a little bit in me.
Do you delete it?
Sometimes I do. When I watched the Manti Te'o documentary, I didn't feel bad for him, and I tweeted something about it. But then 20 minutes later, we get to the end of the documentary where he's crying and saying how he forgives everybody who wronged him, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, you look like a real dickhead.
yeah. So I deleted that, and then 2 weeks later, I tweeted something mean about it again because I think he's a listen
An
you
idiot.
Yes, and I get that he's religious retarded. However, you have to get pussy before you call somebody your girlfriend. Is that?
Yeah.
I mean, me now, yes. Me, what was he, college age?
College, yeah.
Me, well, so I didn't go to college, but I was college age, and dude, thank God for fucking MJ, dude. But like, it's very easy to imagine a timeline where I have a girlfriend that I never meet and doesn't exist and is a guy. That dude there before the grace of God go high.
I want to thank you publicly, Jamie, for giving me regular pussy for the first time in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you tell how excited I was to finally get regular pussy?
Yeah. I mean, we did it like 8 times a day.
Nice, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, our move was we would rent Original Kings of Comedy and get Slurpees.
Yeah. We would go to Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Get Slurpees and then go back and bang. And the crazy thing is, like, I lived at my parents' house, like, and the one day, like, I had like a futon in my room because I had a really small room, so it would like pull it out and it would be like the whole room. So he forgot his keys, so I went downstairs in the porch, and that's where my mom would always hang out on the porch. And he ran upstairs, and all he did was like just lean on the bed, and it like creaked. I heard it like so loud in the porch. I was like,
Oh, when you finally you get to listen from someone else's perspective.
yeah, they heard a lot.
Yeah, the cat's in the waterbed.
Yeah.
No, but dude, when you move that fucking bed, and I feel so bad because she lives with her grandfather, who's the nicest fucking guy on the planet, R.I.P. Pop Up. But when you move that bed, it sounds like 2 gorillas having a child custody argument.
So loud.
Now-
Because I had hardwood floors.
Did you oh fuck, I lost. Did you ever have any aspirations for a waterbed?
No,
No. Futon was good enough for you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was a little devil too. Probably about a month into dating, like one of the first gifts I got Jamie was a bed set.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw.
And like he wasn't allowed to sleep over, so he would like stay all night and then leave at like 5 a.m. and sleep in his car at the mall down the street, and then come back at 8 like he was just showing back up, like, hey guys, I just got off work, coming back.
Were you? Was it easy for you to perceive how life-changing regular pussy was for Mike?
I don't know. No, not really.
You did.
Just, yeah.
You have no
He played
idea.
it cool. Yeah.
Whoa, that's what I
thank you.
wanted to
Yeah.
know.
Well, devil's advocate here. There was a point where I didn't play it too cool, and I was convinced that you had a crush on Aaron Lewis from Stained.
Oh my God.
Do you remember me waking you up one night with a shaved head?
No. I remember your shaved head, but I don't remember you waking me up with it. Yeah.
I was convinced that you were in love with Aaron Lewis from Stained. So one night I came over and you were taking a nap, and I sat on the edge of your bed after just having
Feel
my head
those
shaved.
clippers.
Oh my God.
And I shook you awake, and you said, "Oh my God."
You probably look more like Fester Adams.
You would always like do these like grand gestures. Like,
Yeah.
like I remember
If I can do anything
First
for
time-
anybody, let me know.
it was it was after we met in Denny's. I think it was, or no, after our first date where you picked me up, and then it was like after that. I was walking down the street with my sister, and you like just drove down which was a dead end street. You just drove down my street and was like, "Oh hey, here, I have this in my car," and it was a video of like Office Space because I mentioned that I liked Office Space, and I was like, "Oh, thanks." And then one time,
You cornered them on a dead end street.
yeah, just
Stop running! I just wanted to give you a VHS of Office Space that I
just
taped off
driving.
of Comedy Central with
Yeah.
commercials.
I think one time he bought me like a shit ton of groceries and just had them in my dining room table.
Nice. Any vegetables? Anything like
No,
that?
like everything I like.
Snack
Snacks.
choice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a basket.
Yeah.
That's a gift basket.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
What's up next, Danny?
This is captivating stuff.
Oh, yeah, this is one I just got all right, so
Oh,
we made it, but I'm hurt badly. Please pray for me.
why do I feel
This
bad
is-
for thee? I feel
This
bad.
is 2 days from the first update that you showed tonight.
Yeah.
We're doing kind of a memento timeline jump back and forth, and I gotta be honest, it's working for me.
All right, so what happened was,
Yeah.
all right, this is
Well, I was telling you that I'm in down in Florida, but I was hurt pretty bad. Just need everybody fucking pray for me, dude. But other than that, dude, I'm doing pretty good. That was you.
thank you, man.
That's you now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is after your flight on Frontier, or no, Sub Frontier Airlines.
So
That was
we all right, I had surgery on the 23rd, I believe. So the 26th, we get to the airport, and I was walking with a cane. Do you remember we went to the movies and I had a cane?
I do. We wore
Yeah.
the same outfit.
Oh, okay, camo cargos.
Yeah,
Black shirt,
olive
probably.
green cargo shorts and black t-shirts.
Oh, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
But dude, 3 days after surgery,
Dude, you really look like a puddle of shit in that picture too. I wonder if we could find that.
yeah, that was my Puddle of Mud cover band.
You were not
because I thought Jamie liked the guy from Puddle of Mud.
Yeah, it's nuts looking at old because my mental image of you has been completely updated. When I see old pictures of you, I'm just like, damn, dude. How did first of all, how did you ever even change my mental image? It's so stark a difference. You just look like such a fucking fat, grubby Italian wigger.
And then there was like a period where he looked like a businessman, like a fat businessman. Like,
Oh,
remember
yeah,
that picture
yeah,
you
he
sent
cleaned
me the
up.
other day?
He cleaned up
Yeah.
Yeah.
to an extreme.
Yeah, I went from fat wigger to Greek diner owner. Then I started jujitsu, and then I plumped up a little again.
Yeah, I think you really hit your green zone.
I'm still disappointed you never followed through with the Kings of Leon phase. You had the vest in your hand.
Oh, dude,
Didn't.
I came close to Mumford and Sons.
Oh, Mumford and Sons. That's
I think it was like fall of 2014. I was in Macy's, and I'll never forget. I had the vest in my hand, and it's like, you know, there's specific moments you remember in your life where it's just like
Sliding doors.
your life is going to go one way or the other, and I feel like that vest.
Wait, wasn't this like last winter? Or what was the thing you wanted last winter
I don't know.
in
what it was.
Macy's? You were like searching all through
You think I could
Macy's
pull
for
this off,
something.
babe?
Yeah. It was like a leather something.
No, if I wore a
That's
vest
like-
now, I would just look like a casino dealer.
It was like I think it was like a leather vest thing with like the hoodie or something.
Dude, this is video games for women. You ever get to a part in a video game where it's like you have to decide between two things, and it drastically alters the rest of the game from that point on? When your husband goes like, "Do you think I could pull this off?" Time stops for a wife, and she has to be like, she has to imagine every possibility.
Yeah.
And
Like out in public.
a vest is
Yeah.
like fucking snake eyes, dude. That sucks.
Although, Tim, if you're coming from an Aaron Lewis impersonator, a vest is a significant come up.
Yeah. Do you ever think about bald and braided ponytail?
No.
And then you whip it in a circle while playing bass? You ever thought about that?
No, I have not. But dude, we made it, but I'm hurt badly. Please pray for me. All right, so before we got on the plane to Disney, I had to take a shit. I hadn't shit in 3 days, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to force it out. I forced myself to shit so hard that I end up re-herniating my discs. And it was
That's a Larry the
Your own
Cable
back
Guy
out.
joke, by the way.
And then I got on the plane in excruciating pain. And then as soon as the plane landed and I got Wi-Fi, this is what I sent out on Facebook.
Wow.
You were like taken out of the
So you're on the
plane.
tarmac.
Yeah. He was taken out of the plane on a stretcher because he couldn't make it out. He couldn't walk.
Were you seated on the stretcher or laying flat?
It was one of the skinny stretchers. It was weird. It was like,
Oh yeah, that's air rescue
Yeah,
because they have to get
yeah.
it down the aisle. Wow, man.
That was a dark day, man. I think
You're in a neck brace, tweeting with both hands. Please send prayers. Whoa, man.
All right, so from this point, there's a bunch coming up too that are related to this. Trying to stay positive, but this has been the worst day of my life.
This is the same day.
Yep, for months. This might be all as
I
I
remember
carried
this
off the
day.
plane.
I remember this day, dude. And I thought you were kidding. I thought like you were just because you were so fucking funny that I was like, oh, this is it. I thought that this was like self-aware funny.
At what point did you realize it wasn't?
I think you might have plainly told me later that no, this is actually the worst time of my entire life. I don't know if I don't know if we had our. I mean, we still have a group chat going with some of our other comedy friends from back then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we were in that yet. But
Okay.
I do think that there was kind of a moment where you kind of dropped the veil or had to explain to retarded people that you were like, no, this is actually bad. This isn't me writing funny statuses.
And dude, well, let me finish reading.
Go ahead.
As soon as I have to board the plane, my legs stop working. I was on the toilet and I was pushing too hard. I spent the entire day lying in the hotel room screaming. I've never had to deal with anything like this. One day has already been wasted. This is a nightmare, and I don't know when it's going to end. Dude, the worst part about all this...
I was reading that and like chuckling to myself.
Dude, the worst part about all this is we were so poor at this time. So to be able to get to Disney... was an act
Dear
of God.
diarrhea. I'm sorry.
No, but that just compounded things considering how poor we were. And I knew that, all right, if I had to stay in the hospital, how is that going to affect them getting home? And me getting home too, because at the time, like, I think I made like
It's a catastrophe.
$20,000 a year.
Yeah.
So everything was just compounded by the fact that I just didn't have the money to figure out, okay, if I have to figure out an alternative plan here other than what we have planned for vacation, I'm fucked.
Have you told any stories about your loan shark?
No.
Are you avoiding talking about him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But he ended up saving me on some other vacations, so great guy.
yeah. I've never heard a bad word about him.
He's great, man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
most supportive fucking person.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, I will say this.
Like,
I want to
share
say
your
this
book link.
about all the people that have bought the book so far. I can't thank you enough. And part of like why this means so much to me that you guys have bought the book is because 99% of the people that have bought it, I either barely know, only know for the internet, or are complete strangers. Like, I haven't had one fucking family member buy my book, like my status, fucking
Par for the
share
course,
it.
dude. You've been talking about this forever.
It's insane.
I know,
So
man.
when I say that, like, I'm deeply appreciative of all of you that bought the book, just know
Yeah.
that, like, that factors into it and it means the world to me.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Feeling those lighters.
That was a good one.
I desperately need good thoughts and prayers. I cannot move off the bed right now. I just want to see my kids at Disney.
Is complaining about the number of thoughts and prayers that you received when you asked for them.
You got to share
Wow,
again.
man, what a petulant loser.
Who's sharing this? Who is sharing this?
Probably
Yeah.
me.
There's been like so many shares.
I bet you it was me. I'm reading this going like, God, that's so funny. I desperately need good thoughts and prayers, dude.
Did you think about me?
Nonstop. Dude, they probably, to be fair, they probably would not have met your criteria for good thoughts and definitely not prayers. I think at one point you did reveal that you had the jazzy runabout delivered to your room, and I thought, wow, what a fucking trip. Dude, this is one for the books.
Dude, the saddest that I think I've ever been was looking at this jazzy runabout that I was so fucked up that I couldn't use it.
You couldn't sit in or you couldn't operate?
I couldn't get out of the bed. So I got this thing I could see down the hallway.
3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you only made it to one day at the park, right? Yeah. Only one day at the park. And then we have a picture of you on it with all of us in front of the castle. It's like our family picture.
I do love a picture of a fucking like a wigger with gray skin and his cane is hanging off the handlebars of the runabout. That's my favorite shit in the world.
Yeah, I got one of those. I got to put that bad boy up. Yeah, that was dark.
That should be that instead of a picture of you doing this on the jacket, that should be that picture.
And do you remember this? When we got to the Magic Kingdom, it was the day before we left. So I think Enterprise Rent-A-Car they charge your card and then they put it back on. So I had $400 in my account that I didn't think I was going to have. So I went over to the ATM at Disney. I got the money out. And as I'm like speeding towards you in this jazzy runabout, I'm waving the cash in the air.
And another like messed up thing is because we had that, we weren't allowed to go on the buses. Remember? Because we didn't stay like on Disney property. We stayed right outside of it. And they have like a bus that drops you off at the thing. They wouldn't let him on it because they couldn't get on it. So we had to rent or buy a special bus to come.
That's actually one of the Facebook statuses I put in on Perks. I believe our Indian cab driver was named Shankar. And he told me, that the disabled have more advantages than you know about.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I like Jill E. Bean saying, "Did the doctor give you muscle reactors? If so, take them and just try to just
relax.
Thank you, Jill.
Try to relax, dude. Try to relax.
Yeah, I can't my dick isn't big enough to put in a fucking ice bucket, Jill. All right. Oh, Adam Melt. He's one of my wigger boys from high school, man. He's putting prayers up for me.
Yeah, he prayed up hard.
Yeah.
That's nice.
He was a bad boy. In high school, we used to have to wear khaki pants, but he was always wear khaki colored jeans, and he would get in trouble for it constantly.
Ooh.
That's a cool bad boy.
What we got next, Danny? The nightmare continues. The pharmacy is out of my medication. Undoubtedly the worst day of my life.
That was I drove around in a cab, going from place to place looking for his.
What was the medication?
Some kind of
Dilaudid.
painkillers. Oh, Dilaudid.
Oh,
yeah.
it's heaven, man. I got it intravenously at Celebration Hospital, and it was the best I've ever felt.
Celebration Hospital was the Disney hospital.
Yeah. That's like the perfect name for when you're going for like.
Dude, it was heaven. I got shot up with Dilaudid.
From 10.
Sorry, ma'am. I don't think he's gonna make it. But dude, I got shot up with Dilaudid, and my male nurse stayed and talked to me about Disney for like an hour.
I mean,
he
he
really
probably
there?
thought he was euthanizing you.
Yeah, he was sending me to the Rainbow Bridge.
By debris, he means free or loose disc material or fragments that may have been left in. What's that mean?
That's in regards to another status that I posted about
Okay.
having debris in my bag.
Hang in there, Mike. I hope you're feeling better soon. If the pharmacy is out, maybe the hospital can help you out. Worth a shot. Sending prayers for. Ooh, got a little bit of prayers in there.
Yeah,
That's
not enough
nice.
though. Jamie, do you remember this? Okay, so I sent Jamie out to get my prescription for Dilaudid filled because the intravenous shot that I had gotten was wearing off and I was really in a lot of pain. Jamie went to the pharmacy via cab.
Yeah.
She had never taken a cab before.
Yeah.
She thought they're supposed to wait for you.
Yeah. I was like,
After you get dropped off.
I asked, I was like, we didn't have a lot of money. I was like, can you just like wait here, but like not charge me? And he was just like, yeah. And then I went in and I came out and he was gone.
Tim, can you do a quick impression of what you think Shankar sounded like waiting for Jamie?
Oh, yes, I can certainly wait for you for no money, ma'am. Please go in and get your husband his painkillers. You stupid bitch. Of course I would not wait for you for no money, you stupid fucking bitch. Now why don't you go in there and get your puzzle? Man.
All right,
man, oh,
buddy.
man.
Here's with the next one, baby. Please continue to pray for me. I've never been in so much pain.
Oh my God.
Wow, man. Hope you feel better. That's a good thought. Hang in there, dude. That's borderline. Not counting it.
I just realized this.
cancel.
Dude, 4 fucking likes on a status where a guy is asking for prayers because he's in unbearable pain. Suck my dick.
Yeah, they probably didn't want to feel like they were on the hook for the prayers. You know what I mean? Like you say that you're gonna pledge, $10 to your nephew's walkathon or whatever, and then you actually have to pay up. You're like, oh fuck, man, I don't really want to give you fucking idiots any money.
Yeah, I was not feeling those prayers.
I haven't seen any like hands.
Did at any point did you
handprints.
get resentful? Oh yeah, no. Well,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is probably before.
Yeah, true.
The
Yeah,
prayer hand
that's
emoji.
true. Yeah.
Did you start
Yeah.
feeling any resentment for people at this point?
I just felt sorry for myself.
Now when you imagine yourself telling this story, right? Like nothing fucking. Were you maybe? Did you imagine yourself telling the story for sympathy, or imagine telling people like, "But I got through it." You know what I mean?
No, when I was doing this, it was like I just needed to communicate. Jamie was out trying to get medication at 15 different places, and I'm by myself. Were the kids with me or no?
Yeah, the kids. Yeah.
Okay.
Bella's older, so she was
Yeah.
kind of held it down.
Yeah, but I just need to communicate to somebody because I'm just so fucking hurt badly and depressed at this whole situation.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Jeez, dude, this is so dark, but it's so funny. I'm so happy you did this.
Here we go. On a positive note, everyone I encountered at Celebration Hospital was professional and caring. Right, Jamie wants to come through with my dialogue. Yeah, Jimmy Graham sounds like the pain meds kicked in.
Oh boy, Mike.
There's that chair.
That's a Mickey impression. I'm so sorry for this horrible situation. I'll keep praying for you.
Gosh, stage 4.
Well, of course, you're going to want to eat with this.
Yeah, they were great at Celebration Hospital, man. And I just remember sitting out there. I was still high off that fucking Dilaudid needle. They put me out front, and the hotel was so nice about this. The hotel we stayed at was Caribe Royale, and it's one of the coolest fucking hotels there is. They sent a fucking town car for me to pick me up.
They were really
Pimp.
Yeah.
That's pimp.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. You're the Percocet pimp.
Thank you. What's next, buddy?
You're swinging your cane on the way back that night.
I can't believe this is happening. I can't even get out of better stand up. I've worked all year for this trip, and now this.
Is this the same day? I'm not even paying attention.
It's the day after we got
the next
there.
day.
Okay.
I just figured because once I took a nap, I would be okay. But the next morning, I woke up and like I literally needed you to put my
Yes.
fucking light switch in a fucking ice bucket.
Oh, man. Was this your lower back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. I recently got over throwing my back out, and I know it's just
Nightmare City,
You're
baby.
crippled.
Yeah.
You're crippled, and it's like it's not that painful if you lay in the perfect position, but then you're just stuck like that.
Well, dude, even all right. So when I left the fucking airport, they brought me to the hotel, and then we had to call an ambulance to the hotel.
To take you to the hospital.
And I just remember screaming as they took me out the hotel because my back hurt so bad.
Was this like kind of, did you have any control of your faculties and you're doing kind of like a manly roar, or is this like a, oh God?
No, it fucking hurt, man. So I'm letting it loose. Yeah. Yeah, I was like a grieving black woman in the street level of freaking out.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's going to need a lot of prayers.
Well, like his X-ray was insane. Like you saw his like spine, and then it just looked like an explosion. Like the goo that's in the middle of your spinal cord. Yeah, just like
Yeah, I somehow had cum in my back.
yeah. He blew his own back out.
Mike, it sucks, but ain't nobody's dying of cancer.
What?
Oh, that's my boy Meltzer again.
This too shall pass, my friend. Hope you feel better. That's true. Ain't nobody's dying of cancer. What's that?
Kind of
mean?
rude. I mean, he's saying like you're not dying of cancer.
Yeah, you ain't dying
Like,
of
you
cancer,
need
brother.
to suck it up.
Yeah, stop being a fucking bitch.
I like Kensel's reply.
Yeah, that was very sweet of him.
Mike, I know how you feel. My mom bought fudge from Ocean City, and I was really looking forward to having a piece, but my dad ate it all. And then he wrote 2 comments. Mike, I feel for you. Can't you lay in bed for a day or two? I wish I could
fuck
help you
you.
out. Aw. He said he wished he could help you out.
I know, but he also said I can't
That's
you
a
just
good
lay
thought.
in bed for a day or two.
I know. But
It always be your own. It do be your own.
well, you got a prayer. That's cool.
This is from a year later. All right, so I almost got T-boned tonight when I made an illegal left turn. So I would get perked up and drive constantly. The guy I almost got blasted by yelled, "Yo!" And the volume at which he yelled scared the shit out of me. My immediate involuntary reaction was to yell, "You scared me!" Easily the most embarrassed I've been in a long time.
Did you comment on your own thing without anyone?
You want a
You
piece of
responded.
me? I'll be right here with the doors locked and the windows up, motherfucker. Big numbers on this
Ooh,
one.
yeah,
17 likes.
And 4 for
And
the
4 on the
comment, yeah.
tag, yeah. Man, that's so funny. That's what Fritz says. If I ever raise my voice, it's rare, but if I or Mary Jo raise our voice at Fritz because he's not listening, he goes, "Why are you scaring me?" Don't say aw. He's being a little motherfucker when we do that shit. Wow, man. You've had a bunch of regrettable standoffs like this. I think you might be the worst pressure player in a verbal confrontation I know.
Sometime I'm pretty good.
I think you're the most skilled direct communicator when it's a one-on-one, like in a controlled environment. But as soon as it flies off the handle, I think you're the least equipped person I know.
Yeah, I go 0 to 60 pretty quick.
Yeah, you turn into a threatened chimp very fast. But obviously, sometimes it's aggression. Sometimes it's the most pussy shit you've ever heard.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we could say it.
What?
Is it? Are you referring to like the incident at Helium?
I'm saying any of these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell that story if you want.
Oh, well, yeah, we were at Helium a few months ago, and somebody, a buddy of ours, like came to both of us with an insane complaint, and the situation wasn't resolving itself, so I freaked out and I just started screaming, "You are a faggot," over and over again.
Yeah, and this is probably typical of my reaction, where I was just like, "Well, I don't see it that way," and when I turned to look to you, because that was my response. This guy was like, "Hey, I have an issue, and it's with both of you," and I very quickly was like, "Okay, that's not how I see it. I think you need to work through it." And I looked over to Mike to be like, I took care of that. And Mike was red and shaking, and he was like, "You're acting like a fucking faggot right now, dude. You're no, for real. You're such a fucking pussy." And I was just like, whoa.
And then, like, I could hear it outside.
Sounded like a fucking creaky futon.
And, like, you came out first, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And you were like, "I don't even care about this." And you walked away. I was like, "Okay, I guess not too bad."
Yeah. Yeah, boy. So that's one thing that you know is going to be the same about you. You know how like sometimes the werewolf's still wearing some of the guy's clothes? That's the same with whether you're on Percs or not.
Yeah, lock me up. All right, let's do a couple more.
Oh, wait, no, this is back to the first one, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that was the first one.
Wow. Yeah,
did we go through 'em?
We
Oh,
ran
wow.
through the whole carousel. And the perfect amount, dude, it's 9:59.
Oh, man.
Yes, dude. Look at the polish.
Wow.
Look how far we've come.
Now, before we go, I want to encourage everybody, if you haven't bought it already, please check out my book. If you go to onpercs.com, that's ONPERCS.com, you can pre-order my book. It'll be available in a few weeks. But if you order the bundle, which is going to be the actual book, the print book, the ebook, and the audio book, which is going to feature all my boys, you can get that for $25 right now.
And if you act now, we'll throw in some thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet of you. Before we go, I want to ask you, Jamie, are there any, all right, top 3 memorable moments of my perk journey, if you have them?
Good or bad?
Okay, I was thinking about this like today, like what's like the funniest thing, like, and the one thing comes to mind. Like, you've always been like a hard worker, like always, at least 2-3 jobs. So when you were like hurt, you were on the couch, like we didn't have anything coming in. So you didn't have like contacts for like weeks, and you couldn't see. You couldn't see. So, so like, we got money. We had money, and we all drove out to America's Best, and like me, Belle, and Mikey stayed in the car, but you took Liv into America's Best. So then we're like, I'm sitting there, and you come out and you're like dancing down the parking lot, and me and Bella are like screaming, like yo, and like you thought we were like hyping you up, so you just stopped and started like breaking it down. So then when you got closer, we're like, Olivia! And we turn around, and Liv's 6 at the time, and you just see her little eyes like in the doorway just watching her dad dance down the parking lot.
All right, I did. All right, technically, I did forget her. Yeah. But I hadn't seen in like 3 days. So my senses weren't what they should be.
That's so cute. She has these little things.
Hey, what? Oh my God!
All right, that's one.
Go
give me
and
two
get
more.
your daughter.
I don't know. I guess that's it.
God.
No, I just remember just watching like movies, sitting on the couch, listening to
yeah.
records in the back room, all of us dancing
yeah.
around.
I didn't think anything of it.
Mhm.
Like I knew that
You weren't mean. You weren't mean.
Yeah.
Like, I know you said you got like aggressive when you didn't have them, but like,
I got a little ornery, and I think it's most reflective in like my Facebook posts where I'm just
Mm-hmm.
extra bitchy.
well, that's a lot of your stuff is like, if you're pissed, like you vent to that,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I'll see and be like, wait, what, we're fighting? Wait, what? we're mad at each other? Okay.
Yeah, I've always wondered that. I've seen like a
Yeah.
Facebook status from like, well, this seems like half of a story. I wonder how Jamie's doing.
That's like 90%.
Yeah.
Even to this day.
Yeah, you always had a bag of pills on you, and I actually was kind of reassuring. Obviously, you know, my history with painkillers is that doctors would never prescribe them
Yeah.
to me because of my zip code. But I was always like, okay, if the shit ever hits the fan, I know that Mike will have a Ziploc baggie full of medicine for me if I ever need it. I probably took you up on it once.
I remember, yeah, there was when I had the Perkmobile, which was my beloved Chrysler 300, which got repoed, which I'm hoping to remedy. If I sell 5,000 copies of On Perks, I'm going to treat myself to a new Chrysler 300.
That's going to happen before
That
you
was
know
really
it, man.
cool.
I believe it, and I believe I'm going to get there. But my move was, I loved my car so much, and it was the first time I felt classy, so I wanted to do it right. I always kept my car clean, and on top of that, too, I kept the center console, which was fucking the size of a fucking mini fridge. I kept it fully stocked with Pellegrino and painkillers.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever had fizzy water. And I was like, wow, dude, this is what doctors drink.
The seats would warm up.
I was a file clerk for a cardiologist for a couple of years. And when they would have like the pharmaceutical reps come in and buy them like a nice fancy Italian restaurant lunch, they would always have Pellegrinos. And I was like, damn, dude, imagine if that was my culture. So when I got in your car and got to sip a little bit of that, I was like, wow, dude, look how refined we are. I didn't even go to college. But aside from that, dude, like everyone I knew was doing pills when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like everyone in the neighborhood.
Well, they just like pushed it like crazy. I
Yeah.
went like to go pick up. He was like in so much pain the one time. He was like laying out in the hallway on the floor. He couldn't even like stand in the waiting room. So I had to like stand and wait to like sign out his pills. One day I had to like flip 3 pages and it was like oxy. Like, you know.
Yeah, this was the
like,
doctor to get him.
yeah, it was like, it was insane.
They
And that
really
was just like
killed
one
it.
day.
They killed our people, man.
Yeah.
But
But that was back when it was.
They chilled my people.
but when you were doing
Yeah.
that, when you were in the throes of it, I was just like, well, at least he's not doing fucking heroin.
It was always like
I was like, I drink 4 nights a week.
yeah, dude, it was always a weird game because I had literally just given up drinking 3 weeks before that. 3 weeks before that is when I was texting you from Atlantic City asking you to Western Union me $100.
At 4 a.m.
So I quit drinking the next day.
I remember that night I woke Mary Jo up and I said, I think Mike might be in trouble. I think he's in like a hostage situation. Never occurred to me that you might be dealing with drug
Smoking
addiction.
crack.
Yeah. And then I remember when you first got sober, I was like, I didn't know it was that serious. Obviously,
dude,
it was the worst.
yeah, so I quit drinking. The next day I was like, that's it, I'm done. And then 3 weeks later, like I just fucked my back up so bad that the doctor's like, all right, well, here's 120 pills. I was like, all right, well, I'm not drinking. So this is fine. And it was, I went to work every day. I worked
Yeah.
2 jobs. So there was none of it. It wasn't until maybe 2014 where it really started to get sad. Where I feel like it was more isolating and I was doing more. I was buying pills. I was working like 60 hours a week, but every dollar I had was going towards buying pills.
Wow. Well, it all paid off finally. It's
I
an
know, yeah.
investment.
yeah.
I mean, it was a better
Thank you,
investment than Beanie Babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Percocets were better than the Princess Diana Beanie Baby.
I said that to Jamie too. Like when people have been so incredible about buying this fucking book. I showed Jamie like the sales for just from the first day. I was like, this makes my perk journey worth it. I don't know if you agree, but now we're 4 days in and like it just it's. I was telling Danny came over to fucking get some stuff for the studio today, and I'm just staring at my computer watching like the orders come in, and it just means so much to me because, like, you know as well as I do, like how much shit we've eaten
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
over a fucking decade. Like, I started comedy in 2003.
Yeah, Bella's 19 now. I was 4 months pregnant with her when you started comedy, and like just driving out to the middle of nowhere. Like, while I was pregnant.
pregnant.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
came
yeah.
pregnant. Like, just for more money. We put out more money than you got for it.
Always,
just like
yeah.
for years and years and years.
Well, this comes as no surprise to any of us.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
I mean, anyone that has heard the idea or seen like the On Perk streams knows that this was a very funny idea. And anyone, I you know, obviously I read your 2 other books. You're such a talented and funny writer, and I think it's just so easy for anyone to see. So this isn't
thank you,
this is
buddy.
not surprising in the least to us. And I think you haven't even seen the beginning of where this is going to go for you.
I appreciate you more than you'll ever know.
Oh man, I do know.
And Jamie, too. I love you and Jamie.
Yeah, you're pretty cool too, Jim.
Yeah. No, I love you guys more than anybody else, and this is if this building caught fire right now and we died right here, I would be the happiest man on earth.
I mean,
Yeah,
look,
it's pretty sick.
isn't this the
this is pretty sick.
we get to celebrate the you know,
Mm-hmm.
this is the first broadcast beamed from HQ.
The studio happened basically because of Mike. I reached out through a Patreon message to see if I could see how you guys filmed Dad Meat, and Mike was like, "Yeah, okay, stop by."
Was it because I posted if I can do anything for anybody? Let me know.
Yeah, you're responding to that.
But yeah, I mean, to get where we're at right now is directly attributable to each of you listening, to Tim, to Jamie, and to Danny, to Danny's Jamie,
Yeah, the
Larry's
Jamies.
Backyard Barbecue, who's been supportive of us from day one. It's just, I feel like the prize pig.
It's
every
cool
day
to
of my
see
life.
like the comments too, how hype everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, Mike's delivering. Mike's delivering on his potential, which is I think a reason, you know, when you're a smaller like entity like a podcast or a community or something like that, and people get into what you're doing. I do think that there's, and I've experienced this as well as a fan. There's a part of them that's like, okay, I see where this is going, and then when you do actually start to reach for that next level, and like you complete a book and it gets, and like the presentation on top of, by the way, because any old dickhead could put out an ebook.
Yeah.
The presentation of it is all so well executed, and there's thought behind everything. Me as a fan of you, I get to say this from my perspective. Me as a fan of you, I get to go, I knew I was right. I knew that this was the fucking band.
Oh, thank you.
And I think there's a lot of people that can sympathize with that feeling.
Thank you, man.
We're gonna carry you to the next step, and then here's what's gonna happen though. You're gonna reach all the people that already know about you, and they're all gonna be thrilled, and they're gonna turn around smiling to the next person, and they're gonna be happy to tell them about you. But I think what's gonna happen is you're going to escape that. You're gonna get to a point where people are knocking down the door to get a hold of you. Like, I'm not saying like Good Morning America, but I'm saying like there's going to be a wider audience that discovers this, and it's going to be a flood. There's going to be a flood of like good intentions that come your way.
Wow.
And forget about the money. And I think we make enough money doing this that like it's hard to get motivated by it for me. But I think that the good intentions are going to be tough to track.
you've always done comedy. Like I said, like you drove out in the middle of nowhere for comedy. Like, so money's not a thing. Like,
And I just want to let you know, I mean, is the satisfaction I feel is one thing, but I truly just want to make enough money to buy you a Sibian. We're close. We're so
All
close right now.
Can we actually get a tracker?
Yeah,
Danny, can you activate her chair?
yeah,
Wait, pull it up. We spent $40,000 on this ticker, on the Sibian ticker. Can we get that on the lower
I
third?
support this.
Wow. Okay. Well, dang. Was the chat satisfied, Danny? Was everybody chilled?
Were they nice?
Yeah, everyone's fired up about the new studio.
Yes.
Good. Me too.
Jamie got the most glowing reviews.
Oh,
I told you.
thank you. Because I was shitting myself.
No, I
could smell it.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, Danny. I mean, there wasn't a screw turned in this building that wasn't turned by Danny or our boys.
Yeah.
I mean, we have so much more to show you. This is almost like a temporary setup, right? Well, not temporary. 75% there.
Yeah, we're 75%.
We're 75% there. You haven't even seen the top of the mountain yet. So I don't know. Stick with us, dude.
Also, shout out Jer from Smarter Home Integrations. He's the one that really.
Yeah.
This would be 3 months behind then.
That was your
Over
lemming
right now.
Jer was your lemming, dude.
Yeah.
I came in, It was, I don't know.
This was just a big white open.
This was
space.
800 square feet of empty space that
empty.
used to be
Yeah.
a black salon.
And I have pictures like as the like steps.
That's a great
Pretty
point.
awesome.
It was a black salon when we first walked in here. There was actually bits of weave on the floor.
Yeah. How fitting. I hope you buried some in the set.
Yeah.
To bless us.
aw, yeah.
That's the Buck Wild West.
It'll never leave here. I still find strands.
Ew. All right. Well, that's less favorite.
It's a haunted black nail salon. We took
So yeah, let's I guess we're going over to the Patreon now.
Before we do that, Tim, being that it is a haunted black nail salon, do you think I'll find my boo here?
We could have gone out right before that. Danny. I'm happy for you to settle into the live camera switching and become a real producer and shit like that. But when I go, let's slide over to the Patreon, and Mike goes, before we do that, pour a cup of coffee onto the computer or something.
There has to be a big red button.
I should be
big red
seeing
button.
sparks and smoke coming out of the soundboard. Jesus Christ, dude. All that goodwill flushed down the toilet. Patreon.com/dadmeatpodcast. We'll see you guys
Love you guys.
Bye guys.
later.